They're difficult to work with. They don't communicate well. A lot of times they don't ask questions. So you want to be the tough guy, and you just can't do that when you're trying to get benefits. My name is Logan Long. I was in the Florida Army National Guard from July of 2000 to July of 2008. And during that time, I was in the infantry. Injuries I experienced during service, because of being in the infantry, I have to carry a lot of heavy equipment, use high-powered, high-caliber weapon systems. So a lot of back problems, nerve problems, hearing problems, a little bit of PTSD, anxiety, stress, things that you would expect to come along with a job like that. There's some other things I didn't expect, were some skin issues and things from constant exposure to the elements. Challenges to get my disability benefits, I would say mostly is just the confusing process of it all. When you go into the portals for the VA website, it's difficult to manage, it's difficult to find what you need to do, and then what to actually say. Being in the military, the culture has always been to keep your mouth shut and just keep doing your job. So actually being honest about the injuries and ailments that a soldier or veteran has from their services, it's difficult to talk about because then you kind of start feeling kind of less than. So you want to be the tough guy, and you just can't do that when you're trying to get benefits. Once you're denied something, they say you can do an appeals, but who knows how to do that, or what was, they didn't tell you why you're denied something. Maybe it wasn't service connected. They never asked you to connect it to your service. I just assumed that when you put it in there, well, I'm doing it because this was service connected. Otherwise, why would I be doing it? They don't tell you that, and then they deny you anyway. So it becomes very frustrating. They're difficult to work with. They don't communicate well. They don't tell you how to approach, for example, a CMP exam. They just, hey, what's wrong with you? And that's it. And your exam's over. And then they deny you because you didn't give them information that they didn't even ask for. And I personally think they do that on purpose. Rocket Benefits simplified the process for me because they really do everything. They take care of all of the administrative back office stuff that a veteran doesn't know about. There's medical verbiage that goes along with this process. And if you don't know it and you don't know what to put in for, you could type in numbing arm pain, but that doesn't come up. That in and of itself is hugely beneficial. You guys are really good at putting all the information together into a packet and presenting it the way it should be presented. To this date, I was able to get additional ratings. I've gone from 20% to 50%. The condition that gave me the biggest increase was the secondary to my primary back injury. It was nerve damage on both legs. That helped bump me up to the 50%. Now I get free healthcare for the rest of my life, which is insanely awesome. My monthly payment went up quite substantially. Initially with the 20%, it was only just over $300, and now it's upwards in the range of $1,300. Having that additional money has really kind of given us a little bit of relief. I think it's important for veterans to seek help with their claims because the VA makes it very difficult, and without the knowledge that Rocket Benefits has, it's almost impossible. If someone was hesitant to work with Rocket Benefits, I would say there's nothing wrong in making a phone call and just listening. You're not going to be charged anything. And I think after speaking and communicating with this organization that they would be fully satisfied to move forward with them.